गुजरात जय जय गरवी गुजरात।
धन्यवाद श्रीमती रमीला बेन जी। माननीय श्री कपिल सिब्बल जी 3 मिनट।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for allowing me to intervene in this very historic piece of legislation. We all know that the bill is going to be passed. There are no doubt about it. And we all know why it was not introduced in 2014 and why it's being introduced today in 2023. We don't have to discuss that anymore. But I want to place on record my concern for the future of this bill. And I'll tell you why. There have been about 3 delimitations that have taken place in this country: 1952, 1962, 1972, which was completed in 1976. And as you know, that there's a decadal consensus that happened in 1951, 1961, 1971. And from 72 to 76, it took 4 years to do the delimitation. Then came 2002, when a constitutional amendment said that we will now do the next delimitation in 2026. The census of 2001 was done, the census of 2011 was done, and there's never been a delay in the census. But the census of 2021 has not been done till date. The reason given was that during that period of time, 2019-20, there was COVID. So therefore, the census could not be completed. But the COVID happened in 2021, and United States, England, China completed their census even during the course of the COVID. The reason why there's a connection between the two, because when the Finance Commission sits, it allocates resources on the basis of population. And if you don't do your census, then the allocations become skewed, because the population is increased, but you don't have a latest census. The result is the Finance Commission cannot allocate proper resources to regions, to the states in this country. Now, 4 years it took for the 1972 delimitation process. Now, the delimitation has not happened between 2021 and now. So we are going to wait till 2026 for the census to happen. Now, if the census happens in 2026, and the census will reveal the new population figures, and the reason why it was frozen in 2002 was that by 2026, the Health Ministry gave an opinion that by 2026, the entire population will not be growing anymore. So the result was that we will then see in 2026 how allocations are to be made and what delimitation is to be done. Now, as it happens, the North's population in the North has increased exponentially, and that in the southern states has not. So there's going to be a big problem in dealing with the issue of delimitation after the census is done. I'll just finish, sir. I'm not going to waste your time because I'm not going to enter into the politics.
Please.
That's all. So just give me a bit of time.
Please.
Right. So therefore, the problem will be that this is now a time when there'll be rotation, when the delimitation process will be freshly done, and if it's not going to be completed by 2029, this is not going to happen. So now I want the Prime Minister and I want the Home Minister to make a statement in this House. We don't know who will come to power, but they must make a statement that if they don't complete the process by 2029, they will resign as Prime Minister and Home Minister of this country. Let them make that assurance to this House. We'll then know whether... That's another matter. But at least they should give that assurance to this House. We will know the genuineness of why they have moved it in 20. So that's one point I've finished with. One other point. And that's the last one, and then I've done.
Your time is already over,
So
sir.
Give me just 1 minute. I'm not going to waste time. I never waste time.
30 seconds, please. 30 seconds.
Sir,
I have time constant, please.
I want all members.
Please.
I want
Please
all
conclude.
members of this House
Please
to place
conclude.
their hand on their heart when they go out of this House, and can they say that women of this country have been socially empowered, educationally empowered, economically empowered? And if they ask that question, the answer is no. Please ask all members of this House to go out of this House and ask about the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes.
Please.
Despite the reservation, have they been socially empowered, economically empowered, and educationally empowered? The answer is no. This is just a very small step, a delayed step We want a leap forward
Thank
for the
you.
empowerment of
Thank
women
you.
politically.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.